Hola y bienvenido a la clase de Español 2. Yo soy la señora Croft y seré tu maestra de español este semestre. Me da mucho gusto tenerte en clase. Hello and welcome to Spanish 2. My name is Senora Croft and I will be your Spanish teacher this semester. I'm very excited to have you in class. I'm glad that you have chosen to take Spanish as your foreign language. And just that you have taken a foreign language in general. It's a fun and exciting thing to do, and obviously very useful as well. Even if last semester was challenging, I know that you can excel this semester, and I'm excited to have you in my class. Today, I wanted to talk to you about three things. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I want to give you some general information for our class, and then I also wanted to give you an overview of what this week will look like. Each week, I will post a video or a written announcement that you should check on Monday to begin your school week. And usually I'll just talk about what you will be doing this upcoming week in class. So the video announcements or written announcements will usually be much shorter than this one. But first, a little bit about myself. As I said, my name is Senora Croft. I live in Colorado Springs with my husband, Trevor, our 6-month-old daughter, Samantha, and my very cute Boston Terrier puppy named Poppy. Actually, he just came over, so I will show him to you. Come here, Poppy. Say hi. This is Poppy. Diles hola. Hola. Mwah. So that's Poppy. And I have been here in Colorado Springs for 10 years. Before living here, I'm from Michigan originally, so I have my undergraduate degree in Spanish and education from the University of Michigan and my master's degree in Spanish linguistics from New Mexico State University. Um, and before moving here, and after living in Michigan, I lived in Mexico for 2 years. I was 1 year in Chiapas and 1 year in Isla Mujeres, and I was an English teacher there. So if you have the travel bug and you would like to travel or study abroad, backpack somewhere, send me an email or give me a call, and I'll give you my contact information in a moment here because I would love to talk with you about traveling and living abroad. I think they are great experiences that will impact you for the rest of your life in really positive ways. And this class will help you do that. It's very practical and it'll help you solidify your knowledge of the Spanish language and Hispanic cultures. I've also spent extended time in Costa Rica and Nicaragua and traveled all throughout Central America and Southern America. Some advice for this class in general. First is you're going to want to watch the announcement or read the announcement every week. Do that on Monday. Also check the calendar every Monday, and let me go over that calendar with you quickly. I'm sure that you are already familiar with it, but just in case. And if you are new, by the way, welcome to Colorado Preparatory Academy. I am new as well, so we will be learning together. And I'm excited to have you in my class. So if you hit the plan button, and there's multiple ways to get to the same places on web pages. This is just the way that I've learned to do it in these last few weeks. So if you hit the plan button, then a calendar populates here, and you can see exactly what you have due. Each lesson, and a lesson is like U19 L1, that's Unit 19 Lesson 1, that's one lesson. U19 L2, Unit 19 Lesson 2, that's another lesson. Each of these are one lesson, and each lesson will take you 60 to 75 minutes. And I just realized that I have a different class pulled up, so I am going to go ahead and pull our class up. But you will have approximately one lesson per day because we have 5 lessons a week, and 5 school days in a week. But some weeks, like this week, you'll have to double up on your lessons because you'll have more lessons than there are days in the week because we had Monday there was no school. So this week, for example, you can see that on Friday we've got Unit 4 and Unit 5. They're both due on Friday. So just be aware that even when there are, only 4 or even 3 days in the school week, you still have the same amount of content to get to. So you'll have to be proactive and schedule more time somewhere in your week. So these lessons are content material, and then what you see below is what is actually graded. So for example, this week on Tuesday, you've got today you've got Unit 1, Lesson 1 that you need to go through. You also need to look through the introductory unit, and then you have one graded assignment, which is acknowledging the academic integrity statement. And then on Friday, you've got Unit 4 or Lesson 4 and Lesson 5 of Unit 1 that you'll need to work through, plus the 2 quizzes that come along with Unit 1, with Lesson 4, and the writing test and the unit test that come along with Lesson 5. So make sure to give yourself enough time to work through all of that. Assignments are always due at 11:30 p.m. And if you would like to do them ahead of time, that is wonderful. Go ahead and do that. Just don't turn them in late. Because speaking of late assignments, late work in my class is deducted 20%. So it doesn't matter if it's 1 day late or 20 days late, it is deducted 20%. That means if it were worth 10 points, then automatically 2 points would be deducted, and you could get an 8 out of 10 if you did everything else correct in it. So make sure to turn your work in on time. That might be different than your other classes, but in my class it's 20%. Also, there's 2 grading cutoffs for late work. So any late work from the first half of the semester will be accepted up until the midterm, when the midterm is over. And then after that, work from the first half of the semester won't be accepted. Same thing with the second half of the semester. Work from the second half of the semester will be accepted up until the final exam. And then obviously at that point, the class is over, so no late work would be accepted after that. And I'll remind you of those due dates as the semester progresses. So, few more things. Using an online translator like Google Translate, you are welcome to use an online translator as a dictionary, which means that you can look up only one word at a time. Think about looking up words in a paper dictionary. You can't look up a whole sentence. You can only look up one word. So if you wanted to look up the word a sand or palm tree or beach, you could look those up individually. What you can't do with an online translator, at least you're not allowed to do this for my class, is to look up a whole sentence. The girl slept on the sand under the palm tree on the beautiful beach. You can't do that because it's not your work. It's Google Translate's work. And I want to know what you know. I want to grade your work, not Google Translate's work. I want to be able to help you to improve your writing, your speaking, your listening, etc. Not Google Translate's writing. So you can't use an online, it's not permitted that you use an online translator for looking up entire sentences. You've got to think, use the Spanish you know, take some risks. It's okay if you don't say everything correctly or don't write everything correctly, but it's just got to be your own work. And also, lots of times online translators don't have the correct translation. It doesn't make any sense, or it's just weird the way that's worded. So it's really obvious. You wouldn't want to talk that way, first of all. And second of all, it's really obvious for me, the instructor, when a student has used an online translator. If you do use an online translator incorrectly, I will ask you to redo the assignment. Because like I said, I want to know what you know. So make sure to use online translators or online dictionaries only for one word at a time. My favorite online dictionary is wordreference.com. Wordreference.com. Okay, next thing is using accent marks. Make sure to use accent marks and other special characters appropriately in your writing because it is part of the language. So let me show you quickly on my computer how I do it. There's various ways to add another keyboard, which is what I recommend. Down here, I go to my notification center because it's just easy. I go to all settings. I hit time and language. Then I'm going to hit language, and that's what you're looking for. Get to language, however you can do it. You're going to go to add a language, start typing in Español or Spanish. I recommend the Spain Spanish, so scroll down, find that, and you'll want to add that. It's already added on my computer, but otherwise I would hit next. And then after that, you'll see down here in the right-hand corner of your computer, you'll have the ability to switch between your keyboards. So if I don't think it'll let, oh, it will. Okay, so here we go. Now I've switched to my Spain keyboard, and now I've switched back to my English keyboard. And that just makes it really easy for me when I'm writing to use those special characters. You'll need, let me see if I can find it, 1 second. You'll need to look up online, and I have mine printed, but it's the Spanish keyboard, so it lets me know what keys to use, kind of what my keyboard looks like. You'll need to use that in order to appropriately use your keyboard, and we can talk more about that later. Okay, last thing about the class is my contact information, and that's important just in case you want to contact me. So if you go to class home, and once again, there's various ways to get here. This is just the way that I've found easiest. And then I'm going to go to class materials. From class materials, you can see my contact information and my schedule. So teacher contact info right here. You'll see my phone number here if you need to give me a call. You'll also see my email address. And then if we go back to our course materials, I have my schedule. And that's important because I am a part-time employee with Colorado Prep Academy. So if you need to know my hours, they're right here. So for example, on Tuesdays, I work from 12 to 4 at Colorado Preparatory Academy. And then also, if you forget what time our class connects are meeting or anything like that, you can see. So here we go. Thursday, our class meets from 3 to 3:30 every Thursday. Definitely attend those class connects. They'll give you a chance to practice the language and really master it this semester, and also connect with your other classmates. And then our small group will meet from 3:30 to 4. I'll let you know if you need to attend that, but just like before, if there's something extra that you need to review, then you will be invited to that small group session. My office hours are Monday from 3 to 3:30. So that is all that I wanted to go over about the class in general. Now, quick overview for this week. So this week is a busy week since it's a short week. So you saw that you'll have multiple things to do on Friday. So make sure to stay on top of that. And you'll start off with Unit 1. And we'll be reviewing AR verbs as your vocabulary words in Unit 1. And your grammar lesson throughout the week will be a review of regular present tense AR, ER, IR conjugation. That's a real building block for the Spanish-speaking language, for any Romance language. So make sure to really pay attention and do your best on that. You will also be learning about the country of Chile, which you will continue learning about for the whole first half of this semester. You have quizzes due on, I believe it is Thursday. You've got 2 quizzes due on Thursday, and then you have 2 quizzes due on Friday, as well as your unit test and your writing test that is also due on Friday. So good luck this week. Muchísima suerte. And make sure to start strong by staying on top of your studies and completing everything that's been assigned. Please contact me at any time if you have questions. I'm here to help you. You and your success is my #1 priority. It's why I'm here at Colorado Prep Academy. So I'm rooting for you. I'm on your side. I'm here to help you. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Y otra vez les deseo mucha suerte y estaremos en contacto. Adiós.